Alright lads, so in this video I want to talk about weight loss basics. So stay tuned because I'm going to tell you some key points that you need to think about when you're looking at losing weight. So the one that everyone knows, calories in versus calories out. And people always talk about, is it that simple? Yes, it is that simple. If you are burning more calories than you're consuming in a day, you will lose weight. So you need to work out what you're burning for a start, and then you need to work out what you're eating. There's plenty of apps out there. I've got videos on my channel about how you can do that in detail, so I'm not going to go into that in detail. But ultimately, this is the king of all the other rules. If you are consuming less than you're burning, you will lose weight. Simple. Second point, a little bit more nuanced. So consistency in lifestyle. You need to make sure that what you're doing to lose weight is you can be consistent with. If you're doing a weight loss diet that you could never do over the long term, then you need to think about that, because basically, ultimately, you're going to struggle to maintain that over that long term. You need to think about your why and why you're doing this. That should give you that kickstart and that motivation to keep going. If you're doing it for your family, if you're doing it for your health, if you're doing it for just yourself, to feel better in yourself, to feel more confident, to feel less sluggish in the day, just like you've got more get up and go. That should give you those keys to keeping going when the going gets tough, because it's not always easy losing weight. You need to make it a lifestyle though, because then if it's your lifestyle, you do that for the long term. So many people lose weight and then they gain it again because their lifestyle goes back to what it was before. You need to make sure that you're maintaining a consistent lifestyle, and that will give you that weight loss over the long term. So the next point is NEAT. So just upping your general activity levels in the day. Doing walking to work, going for a walk at lunchtime, taking the stairs instead of the lift. Little simple things that seem like nothing can actually create a big difference. I think we often overestimate how much you will burn by doing one exercise session, and you underestimate how much you'll burn just by being more active in the day. Your non-exercise activity thermogenesis is what NEAT stands for. Basically, that just means how active you are when you're not in that exercise state, and that makes a huge difference in terms of weight loss. Tracking is key. There are studies out there that show that if you weigh yourself every day, then you will be more successful with weight loss. I think that's because it's front of mind, you're thinking about it a lot. Now, if you're going to do that, make sure you do it at the same time every day. Make sure you understand that you will have fluctuations. I fluctuate between 1 and 2 kilos often, so you're not going to be the same all the time. Obviously, we're looking at trends in terms of weight loss, so as long as that's going down. But tracking that is key. If you're tracking what you're eating and you're tracking, your weight loss, you'll give you more motivation when you see yourself losing weight. Plus, you will. There's a classic saying out there: you'll manage what you measure. So if you're measuring it, you're more likely to manage that, and that means you're going to get better results over the long term. So accountability. So this is huge with anything that you do in life. So being accountable to someone, having someone that you are accountable to, is key for long-term success. So whether that be a friend, a relative, a coach, someone that you can be accountable to, so that you have to check in with them, you have to make sure that you are then, giving them information about how you're doing, and just chatting to people about how you're doing. And it can be as easy as social media and giving regular updates on there. That keeps you accountable, and it's much more likely that you'll keep going when the times get tough. There's so much online knowing what you should do, and people always say, yeah, I know what to do, but you don't do it. And doing is the key thing. Taking action, actually doing your workouts, actually doing your nutrition plans, looking at your tracking. It's so easy to say, yeah, I know what to do, but then not do it. You have to ask yourself why you're not doing it, and then you have to think about what you can then do to rectify that going forwards. So I want to go through a few actionable steps that you can use to help you with your weight loss goals. Number one is write down how much weight you want to lose. Number two, you can work out how many calories a day you need in order to lose that weight. The third thing you can do is track what you're doing now for 3 days. So track what you're eating, everything you eat, everything you drink for 3 days. Make sure one of those days is at the weekend so you get a good spectrum of what you're doing in the week. Fourth thing you can do is walk somewhere when you would usually drive or get a lift, if it's somewhere that you can walk to. So choose to be more active generally when you can. And the fifth thing is find someone that you can be accountable to. Find a friend, find some way of keeping in touch with someone and giving them an update on a weekly basis or a monthly basis on where you are with your weight loss target. And if you do those 5 actionable steps, you will be much, much more likely to be on the road to losing weight and to losing fat. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, then give us a like and a thumbs up. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, if you subscribe and click the bell icon, then you'll get more videos like this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you all on the next video.